One.
Welcome everyone to our 7th annual and second virtual youth mental well-being celebration. I am Valerie Hebert. I'm the program manager for NAMI San Diego's Children, Youth and Family Liaison, and I'm so happy to be with you all here today.
Hi friends, thank you for taking the time to spend your afternoon with us as we celebrate Mental Health Month by flipping the script on mental health. I am Cassandra Serban. I'm a peer trainer for NAMI San Diego's Elevate Youth California project. We will be guiding you through today's program.
And we want to let everybody know that NAMI stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness, in case you're not familiar with us. And we also want to say that we have all experienced a year of anxiety, not knowing what would happen next. We've had health scares. Some of us have even lost loved ones. We have felt disconnected and troubled surrounding the pandemic. It's been a tumultuous year for many of us. We need to remember that there is no health without mental health. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and the first week each May is dedicated to celebrating youth mental health well-being. We invite you to share the next hour or so with us as we flip the script on mental health. Today, our focus is on how we have thrived over this past year, how our local agencies have picked up steam in helping families manage during such unusual times, and how we have all learned to be more resilient, kind, and understanding. Today, we're here to help celebrate family mental health well-being and so much more.
We have many talents from the youth around our community that we would like to highlight in this show. Let's kick off this party with a video from Directing Change called I Am.
I am living with depression.
I am living with anxiety.
I am living with ADHD.
I am living with bipolar disorder.
I am living with OCD.
But that's not all that defines me.
I am more.
I am more.
I am more.
I am more.
I am an athlete.
I am an artist.
I am a musician.
I am a dancer.
I am a writer.
I am a leader.
I am a friend.
I am creative.
I am smart.
I am funny.
I am adventurous.
I am curious.
I am hardworking.
I am bold.
I am courageous.
I am fearless.
I am strong.
I am brave.
I am not alone.
I am not a burden.
I am loved.
I am good enough.
I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
I am me.
I am me. Join the mental health movement. Let's break the stigma.
We are all of this and more. We invite you to connect with us today and explore who you are deep down during today's program. Now we'd like to welcome our Behavioral Health Director, Dr. Luke Bergman. We are so excited you're with us here today, Dr. Bergman, to help us kick off Mental Health Month, and especially to help us recognize the importance of children, youth, and family mental wellness.
It is such a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to NAMI San Diego. This is such an important event. It's such an important moment for all of us to do some reflecting about what we've just been through, as has been noted. And as we all, of course, are always aware, it's been quite a time. And it's been a challenge for all of us with respect to behavioral health and mental wellness. It's maybe been particularly challenging for the youngest among us. And we know at the very least, whatever the sort of downstream years-long impacts of this pandemic will be, they will impact for the longest those who are youngest. And so we really need to be deliberate. We need to be focused about supporting our youth and our children as much as we can. We know that that our youth are extremely resilient, and that with just a little bit of support, they can really thrive. And I am just so honored and thrilled to be a part of this event. I'm so excited to see the many aspects of what's going to unfold over the next hour. So thank you so much for, again, having me today. There are a few folks I want to thank. And whoops, so I'm going to call this up on my device, of course, because we can't survive without these things. I want to again thank NAMI San Diego, CYF Liaison, the San Diego Mission Academy, San Diego Youth Services, Harmonium, the San Diego Center for Children, Directing Change, Finest City Entertainment, and the Behavioral Health Services Children, Youth, and Family System of Care. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce a clip from the chair of our Board of Supervisors, Mr. Nathan Fletcher. He is a tireless advocate of this community's behavioral health. We're very lucky to have him, and I think it'll be a great pleasure to hear from him.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Nathan Fletcher, Chair of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, and it is my great pleasure to be here at the 7th Annual Youth Mental Health Wellbeing Celebration and to present this proclamation to my friends at the National Alliance on Mental Illness of San Diego, or NAMI, in recognition of National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day. Behavioral health has been my highest priority throughout my time in office. My goal is working with partners like NAMI to completely re-envision treatment and behavioral health resources in San Diego County. We've started by building out our system with a regional network of crisis hubs, the flagship being located in Hillcrest, the creation of mobile crisis response team. These consist of clinicians responding to mental health crisis calls instead of law enforcement. We were recently able to expand the MCRT program, which will now have countywide coverage starting in late summer, and we hope to integrate this program fully as a referral system from our 911 system as well. But today, we place special focus on the importance of children's mental health, and we emphasize that positive mental health is essential to a child's healthy development. I'm working closely with the county's behavioral health director, Dr. Bergman, to establish a suite of enhanced and new mental health services tailored to the needs of our school-aged youth. I'm excited at the potential due to a surge of federal stimulus dollars that will allow us to bring comprehensive mental health services and wellness programs to support our youth in the school environment as they ease back into campus. It's vital that we lend this extra support to ensure our youth are getting their needs met and make sure we're on hand to address any outstanding trauma from being isolated during the pandemic. It's unpredictable to know exactly what the needs would be, but you can be assured we will be there hand in hand with our school partners to step up together and meet this challenge. The County of San Diego, together with NAMI San Diego and Behavioral Health Services, join you in this celebration of health and hope. Events such as this one bring our community together in creative ways that illustrate our collective strength and commitment to Live Well San Diego, the county's vision that all residents build better health, live safely, and thrive. It is now my pleasure on behalf of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors to declare today, the 7th day of May 2021, as National Alliance on Mental Illness of San Diego Day for their unwavering work to provide help to San Diegans in need of behavioral health resources. Congratulations.
We are back. I hope that everybody appreciates the enormous amount of work that the county is doing and that we across the community are doing to support people's behavioral health. It's obviously a really exciting moment. There's a lot going on. And there are a lot of distinguished folks working in this space. It is on the heels of what Chair Fletcher just offered, my great pleasure to deliver to one of those incredibly distinguished people, Catherine Icario, this schmancy-dancy proclamation. Notice the gorgeous frame proclaiming and honoring Children's Mental Health Awareness Day in the County of San Diego. May I deliver this to you, Catherine?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. This is really a terrific honor. It's beautiful. We'll be able to, moving forward, every year acknowledge May 7th as a Children's Mental Health Awareness Day here in the county. We can't thank you enough for the support, the opportunity to work as a provider and collaborator in our community, especially for our children's mental health services. We are incredibly grateful for the families that we work with every day, especially our bicultural community and our BIPOC community, and expanding services that are so much needed, especially for our littles here in the community. So thank you so much for this. It's a true honor. We are thrilled. Again, acknowledging our CYFL team here at NAMI San Diego, who have so much passion and heart behind what they do and supporting the families and children in our community.
Thank you, Catherine.
Hi, everybody. My name is Yael Koenig, and I'm a Deputy Director with Behavioral Health Services. I am so excited to be part of the Children's Mental Health Celebration. This year, when the theme about flipping the script was announced, it really made me think about what does flipping the script for mental health means, and how it's so important to focus on wellness and the things that we do every day that contribute to our wellness. Just like our physical health wellness, we walk, we eat well, we sleep well, there's also a component of things we can do every day to support our mental well-being. And I think it's especially important when we think about this past year and the pandemic. And there has been so much that has happened to us as individuals and part of a community that has been challenging and difficult. But within all of that, there's also been things that we implemented and started to do that really support our wellness. So for example, as part of the impacts of the pandemic, when I think about the positive impacts for me and my family, we certainly spend more time together. My kids have been getting better sleep, which has really been a positive impact for them. So there are things that we are doing that would be important for us to think about sustaining even as we move past the pandemic, as we go back to work and we go back to school in person. What are some of the things that we have shifted in our everyday lives that we can sustain to infuse more wellness in everything that we do? So when I think about flipping the script, those are the things that it makes me think about. As the part of the celebration this week, NAMI San Diego has asked us to think about doing two different projects. One is what I think of the I Am project, putting together a collage of all the I am statements that help make up who we are and really are the words that strongly align with who we are. So I put together my I am statement, and my I am statement is that I am a mom. This is probably the most important thing in my life and what I associate with most when I think about who I am. The second thing that NAMI encouraged us all to do is to submit videos about us with our pets and to share how they helped us get through the pandemic. For our family, this is Rhino, our little furry friend, and he has been with us for over a year. So he came to our home just before the pandemic started, and he has certainly been a joy to have around as we do our remote schooling and work under new circumstances. So I wanted to share those two things with all of you, and I cannot wait to be able to see all the videos you've all submitted and your I am statements. Thank you so much, and a big heartfelt thank you to NAMI San Diego for facilitating this celebration for all of us. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Yael. As the Deputy Director for Children, Youth, and Families for San Diego County, Yael is passionate for family well-being and recovery. We're so lucky to have Yael at the helm. So we are NAMI San Diego, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Do you know about NAMI and why we do the work we do? If you're a parent of a child who's struggling because they don't feel their life is going okay and they're asking you to help them, you probably need support and connection to community resources. NAMI can help you with that. If your son or daughter can't figure out why they feel the way they do and they start using maladaptive coping strategies such as cutting their skin or illicit drug use, you probably need some educational tools to help you navigate these changes. NAMI can help you with that. If your youth has experienced psychological disturbances and is acting inappropriately, you might be scared of what's going on with them. You might need to learn how to advocate for their needs so they can get better. When they get better, and please remember recovery is possible, then they will be able to advocate on their own because you were able to model this behavior for them. NAMI can show you what it means to be an advocate for your family member. We do all of this because we have been there. We are parents of youth struggling with mental or addictive illness. We are peers who've walked our own precarious paths towards recovery. We are advocates who have learned by experience, and we use our personal lived experience to help other families find their way through a dark and murky journey. Today, in my family today are in Michigan, laying my beautiful niece to rest. I didn't know I was going to share this, but it's important to say she was 29 years old. I didn't know anything about her inner mental health struggles until last weekend when my cousin shared her death with me. It truly breaks my heart. I feel, and NAMI feels, that we all have to do better. As people who love a family member who is ill, we need to believe it's healthy to share and talk about these troubles. As neighbors who care, we need to make big changes in our communities. And as a country in turmoil, we need changes, and we need them now. As young adults navigating a challenging world, we need to find more community resources to help them believe that they can thrive. As our most vulnerable homeless population, we need to find acceptance, connection, and support. When we join together and we work together, real change can happen. Please connect. Talk with your family members, your neighbors, support your community activists who wish for positive change. Stand up for more and better resources for mental health awareness. If you or your family are struggling, please contact NAMI San Diego. We can help. We do really good work.
Hi everybody, I'm Linda Ketterer from San Diego Mission Academy, and it's an all-virtual school that serves youth 11 through 24 years of age for those youth that just need an alternative way of being successful in school. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here to tell you we have giveaways. And first, before we get to that, I just want to say what a powerful story Valerie just shared. It is important that we find somebody to reach out to and talk to, and that you're not alone. NAMI San Diego is here to help. I am resilient because I am part of NAMI San Diego. So the way that we're going to do the raffles today is we'll be choosing randomly from the chat box. So make sure you add some comments in there. And then we have some winners from the submissions that were given as part of this presentation. So I'm looking forward to seeing you and telling you what you won. So make sure you're making those comments and sticking around until the end, because at the end we have a really good giveaway. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to build it up until the end. So see you soon. Back to Cassandra.
Hi everyone. This past year has tested us as a community and as individuals. We have been living with so much uncertainty and fear due to COVID-19. During this time, our mental health has faced many challenges. One of the major challenges that we have adapted to and persevered through was quarantine. The separation from the world outside and our friends and family put us on a roller coaster of emotions. Most importantly, the youth have experienced this roller coaster at a much faster speed than most of us. They depend on school and other regular activities for healthy development. Now that society has started to slowly open up we can expect another rise of emotions. However, we must remember that we have gone through so much in the past year and we have survived. There's so much more to look forward to in 2021. Sometimes, don't you wish that you could say what was on your mind without saying it? Or maybe do you feel like you wear a mask in public, but when you're alone by yourself, you feel differently and you start to feel different kinds of emotions? Well, you're not alone. 1 in 5 people are living with a mental health challenge. Mental health is an important aspect of overall well-being that is shared among all people. Let's hear from our community in our What I Wish Others Knew video.
What's up, you guys? Josh from South Africa here, diagnosed bipolar 1. You know what I wish others knew? That different can be good. Very good. And tricky for sure. Having an out-the-box mindset is like a fire of consciousness. Fire can burn down the house if it's not contained and stress other people out. But I wish those people didn't confuse being different with being broken, but instead taught us to harness the energy. The harnessed energy of fire creates warmth, light, and propulsion. You know who changed the world by harnessing fire? Geniuses like Newton, Tesla, and Carl Jung. And spiritual geniuses like Jesus too, who both his family and society thought he had lost his mind because it was too out of their boxes. I wish society would expand the box rather than squish us into old school ones. And it's starting to, through NAMI groups, through mental health, through spiritual lenses. And this, we're the generation that can flip the script and evolve things. Because your different can be good if you harness it, not only for you, but for the world around you. I hope you know that.
What's true about mental health and what I wish others knew, you do have all like the keys, all the combinations, everything you need is within you. But that's not to say that you can just pick yourself up out of the bootstraps to just get over it. If anyone who's ever lost their keys or lost anything really, my big thing is pens and socks. Sometimes you need a little guidance to remember where you put it. Like, I lost my sunglasses and my roommate told me, you put it up by the dog meds, dude. Sure enough, it was right there. So that's what I wish people knew about mental health. Just because you have everything you need within you, it doesn't mean you don't always need a little help to show you that.
Something I wish others knew about mental health is it doesn't look the same for everybody. Everybody has something different that comes along with it. And whether or not someone tells you that they suffer from it is completely their choice. People shouldn't be pressured to say, oh, I have anxiety, oh, I have depression. It needs to be completely up to the other person. And to normalize talking about it too. Nobody should feel pressured to say that.
My name's Bex, and I wish people knew that the reason my room is dirty isn't because I don't care about it or I'm too lazy. It's just because I have to be in the right headspace to clean, and it takes a lot of work to get there.
And one thing I wish that others knew regarding mental health was that someone can actually have mental health issues while improving the quality of their life. And what I mean by that is, for me personally, I worked with a company for almost 4 years where I was getting a salary increase every year, more benefits, and I was improving in so many financial areas of my life in comparison to my family and friends, that even though I had the money for certain opportunities that others didn't have, the amount of stress and work that I had would follow me home, and there was no amount of money that could alleviate that. So I ended up actually leaving that position of almost 4 years about a month ago. And one thing I really want others to understand is that mental health can affect anyone regardless of how much money you're making, and that for anyone else that's struggling, I really hope that you find a way to ameliorate it in the best way that you can.
Hi, something I wish someone knew about mental health is that they are not alone if they have a mental illness. It is not your fault if you suffer. It doesn't make you any less of a person. 1 in 5 people will live with a mental illness at some point in their life. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, whether it is a friend, family member, teacher, or a counselor. Don't be afraid to tell people who you trust what you're feeling or going through if you are comfortable. They are people who care for you and love you. Don't forget, you are not defined by your illness.
Wow, what a moving video, right?
It was awesome.
I'm
Gosh, I loved hearing their voices.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And having so many people put in submissions, that was so great. I'm sure that we're people in this that we could all resonate with, right?
Absolutely.
It is hard to be vulnerable and share our feelings, but that's what helps us grow.
Right.
So let's continue with flipping the script on mental health. We are more than our diagnosis and conditions. We define ourselves. This next project, titled I Am, is about embracing all our positive and resilient traits that we each demonstrate.
Okay, everybody, it's that time for our first giveaway. And the reason why we're going to do this way is because we want you to know it's okay to talk about mental health. So in the chat room right now, I want you to put one word that describes you. So you're going to finish the sentence. I am, and finish the sentence. One of the hardest things to do is to talk about ourselves positively, and so we have to get in a habit of it. That's why I put on my mask that I am resilient. So, okay, I'm waiting for those responses, and then I'll be getting some names here soon. And then we have movie tickets. How long has it been since you went to a movie theater? We have masks that are personally made by our Valerie right over there. We have a Nemo if you need somebody to hug. We have backpacks full of stuff, and it'll be a random surprise of what you get, but those names will be coming soon. So waiting. So, all right. If I don't tell you who won this time, I will definitely tell you in the next segment. So, back to Valerie.
Thank you, Linda. We always love your enthusiasm. That's why you are always going to be our prize, I shouldn't say prize, but you are our giveaway ambassador. So we love you. And we do hope that you all are enjoying the artwork and these amazing video submissions from our community members. Did you know that the Directing Change videos, which we sprinkled in here and there, were made by high school students throughout California? What an incredible program for school-age youth. Teaching youth about mental health awareness and resiliency starting at a young age is so key. Just remember what Dr. Bergman was talking about earlier. This pandemic has affected so many of us, but when we use our voice and we talk about how we're feeling and how things are going, we can manage our emotions better, and we will be able to come through this pandemic as stronger and more resilient people. So now let's turn to the work of one of our community partners, San Diego Center for Children. They have taken challenges from the past year and turned them into supportive programming for our youth.
Serving youth with mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders in our community, we're delighted to participate in NAMI's efforts to flip the script on mental health. Before the pandemic hit, we were already experiencing a mental health crisis. The number of youth experiencing mental health challenges was increasing. Suicide had become the second leading cause of death for children and teens in our community. And our partners at Rage Children's Hospital were witnessing a 1,746% increase in the number of behavioral health visits to the emergency department. In just 8 years, the number grew from 163 in 2011 to over 3,000 in 2019. Sadly, the pandemic has made a difficult situation worse, with the CDC reporting a 24% increase in the number of children arriving to emergency departments with mental health-related emergencies just this past year. Today, more than ever, we need to work together to raise awareness, reduce stigma, and increase access to a full continuum of mental health services for all of our youth. Early identification and early intervention are the key. Prevention services need to be followed by screenings and early access to care. Considering that 50% of all mental health disorders start by age 14, just imagine what we could accomplish if half of those suffering with mental health challenges could be helped while they were still in their formative years. Here at the center, we have built an integrated continuum of services that touches the lives of over 1,000 individuals every day throughout the county. We have been running uninterrupted integrated care services in pediatric practices, outpatient clinics, community-based and in-home family services, intensive outpatient and residential services. We also have a therapeutic non-public school, and we are embedded in many schools throughout the county providing in-school mental health services. Despite these efforts, we know that more needs to be done. We look forward to continue to partner with NAMI to prevent emotional suffering and afford adequate access to care to those in need. Thank you, NAMI, for all that you do for our community.
Hi, my name is Sage and I'm a poet.
I chose this poem, Look Before You Leap, because it really just came to my mind, and I just felt like it could inspire people to, take that step to do what they want, and don't hold back. So, this is Look Before You Leap. Our minds tell us there's something awry, there's something askew, but when we forget these thoughts, we can be born anew. But beware, the sense of danger must not disappear. The way is both certainly short and steep. However gradual it looks from here, look if you like, but you'll have to leap. Thank you.
With over 220,000 lives lost to a pandemic that has permeated our daily existence in one way or another, things have changed drastically in the world. Yet in other ways, things have stayed the same, and not in a good way. When it comes to racism and racial trauma inflicted on the African American Black community in this country, it feels like we have not moved at all. Racism bled through our nation for centuries, and though we may have made progress on some fronts, it is still not enough. This is evident in the recent killings of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor, and many of others who haven't heard of those stories are just as important. Where there is no culture of honor for one another, there is no hope. At NAMI San Diego, our goal is to instill hope through our mission of support, education, and advocacy. And the work of this mission is needed perhaps now more than ever. Before we stand with the cause, we have always worked to be a voice for those who are suffering and misunderstood. Today, we continue that work with renewed fervor. We believe recovery is possible. We must also believe that for our nation and to work to make it happen. So here we go. Now, we have a special poem that is written and performed by Ron B., but from Harmonium.
Take it away, Ron.
It's good to be here. Let's see, it's the poem. This is called taken captive. I don't see the next. Okay, awesome. There we go. Okay, next. This poem is called Taken Captive and is dealing with life circumstances and situation. Who knows what, when, where, or why circumstances or situation have come to various lives through the portal entrance holes of disabling, dysfunctioning, disproportioning by disallowing them to move towards normality and freedom. We see daily the anomalies which besiege humanity from reaching their true possibilities, potencies, potencies that leads to healing, wholeness, and punctuality. Those of us on the forefront of liberty must fight, advocate, direct, regulate their hope towards self-sufficiency, autonomy, building the body, soul, and spirit. We have insight, understanding, and knowledge, wisdom about accessibility, referability, powerability, connectability, must be an integral part of their emancipational journey to the promised land of autonomy, helping those who struggle with true guidance to take control of their own destiny. I would be remiss if I did not speak of the triumphs and victories of rising above the clouds of uncertainty and taming the fortress of obtainability to a place called freedom, and no longer wrestling with failure, but walking in total victory. And next, and I want to tell you a little bit about our mission statement: to provide quality service that advocate well-being in children, youth, and their families through safe, nurturing, and respectful relationships. Next, talk a little bit about our vision: an inclusive and equitable world where all children, youth, and their family flourish and realize their full potential. Next, services. The FYPP provides outreach and assistance with access to services, advocacy, linkage to resources, and other needed community service, linked to resources such as employment, education, medical, dental, food, transportation, assist with navigating the behavioral health system, justice system, physical system, short-term case management, 3 to 6 months. After that, we offer a warm handoff to other community agencies that would benefit the participant, assisting with youth. Next, resources. FYPP has an abundance of resources available to those residing in Southeastern community. Harmonium has partnered with organizations such as Community Health Resource Fair, NAMI, 211, Live Well San Diego, DHCS, Medi-Cal, and more. Next. Collaboration, coordination, and shared responsibility between child, youth, family, public agencies, private organizations, and education is the foundation for success. Harmonium collaborates with schools such as Ingenuity Charter School, Wellness Center, Morris and Lincoln High School, Oasis Clubhouse, KIPP, Adina, High Steppers, and more. If you're interested in our program, free supportive services, short-term case management, bilingual staff, English and Spanish, cultural competent staff, fully trained, no insurance needed, currently accepting referrals as much as we can get. Agency information. If you would like more information or would like to make a referral, please contact us at the following: Harmonium Incorporated, 5440 Morehouse Drive, Suite 1000, or you can contact us at Family Youth Parent Partner, 5275 Market Street, Suite E, San Diego, California, 92114. And here's our telephone numbers and fax numbers. We're here to provide you with excellent mental health services. I believe that's the end of our presentation. I want to thank you for inviting us. We're privileged to serve those in Southeastern community, and have a great day. Thank you.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I just want to acknowledge Celeste in the comments. Thank you so much for commenting and connecting with us. Yes, we are paying attention to your comments, so go ahead, send them in. Be more than happy to read them off for you. But yes, we are definitely reading them. And thank you, Ron. That was such a great poem, and thank you for sharing your words. And Oswell, thank you to Harmonium for being part of the system of care. Having your support and helping the youth in our community is so important to their mental health and well-being. So now let's watch a video called Hope is Contagious from Directing Change.
The situation here in Santa Monica, California is very fluid. You can see police here.
The riots and racism that surged during the pandemic caused her to lose faith in the world she once thought was united. But something caught her eye when she watched the news. A green ribbon that resembled mental awareness, something that resembled hope. There are people from around the globe who still have faith, who continues to help and inspire others during the pandemic. So have hope, because not all is lost. The little things we can do for our community can make a big difference, and hope only spreads.
After all, hope is contagious.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you all celebrating the mental health well-being, and it's an honor to be a part of the celebration. Today, I want to talk to you about how my pet helped me and my family to with our struggles with mental health. But overall, it's a great opportunity to engage as a family, to have responsibilities, and to take care of each other. When our pet came to our house, it was very scary for me because I'm a mother of 2 teenagers, and I thought myself like another being that I need to take care of. But you know, it's been amazing, and even though you don't have a pet and you're thinking of is you can have whatever you feel that will the needs for your family. Could be a cat, another kind of species. But what I wanted to share with you is the amazing benefit that it gave us by having a pet in our household. Hola, buenas tardes, mi nombre es Ingrid y estoy muy contenta de estar aquí con ustedes celebrando el bienestar de la salud mental de nuestros hijos, de nuestros seres queridos, de los jóvenes, de los niños. Y hoy en esta tarde hemos puesto mucho esmero en esta celebración en la cual queremos que ustedes participen. Y bueno, quiero compartir los beneficios que ha traído nuestra familia, nuestra mascota. Nuestra mascota ha sido de gran ayuda para poder conectar en familia, para poder tener responsabilidades en común y sobre todo que nos da esa ilusión de levantar cada mañana y estar atento a las necesidades de nuestra mascota, la cual siempre tiene un amor incondicional hacia nosotros. Así es que les vamos a presentar ciertos videos y uno que les he preparado sobre cómo es que mi mascota Oz me ayuda a mí y a mi familia en la salud mental. So the next video that you about to watch, it was created by myself, and my daughter was having this idea of how can we interact with our pet. So we have this fun activity which it doesn't require a lot of things, but mostly it's a way to connect, to spend quality time, and to just have this opportunity to have fun. So I hope you enjoy this. Espero que disfruten mucho este video.
Hola, mi nombre es Ingrid y les presento a Oz, Victorian Bulldog de 8 años, que hoy hizo esta actividad con nosotros, donde él eligió los colores, se emocionó mucho al poder ser parte de esta actividad, la cual hemos encontrado nos ayuda a desahogar nuestra mente, a conectar en familia y sobre todo es una actividad donde podemos pasar tiempo juntos. Oz ha venido a cambiar nuestra vida, nuestra dinámica de nuestra salud mental porque nos hace que hagamos cosas juntos, salgamos a caminar y siempre está dando amor incondicional. Esta es la obra que más me gustó a mí y posteriormente la podemos lucir en nuestro hogar. Es un buen tema de conversación y sobre todo que es muy sencillo. Además de esto, Oz disfruta acompañarme ahora que trabajo desde casa tomando sol y cuando se enfada se toma sus largas siestas también. Oz ha venido a cambiar nuestra vida para bien y a mejorar nuestra salud mental y nuestro estado de ánimo. Otras actividades favoritas es salir a caminar. Gracias, espero hayan disfrutado este video.
Well, now that I have the opportunity to present my third child, that's how I name him, my boy, Oz has been very helpful with my mental health well-being in my family. So this video shows how simple it is to connect. And as you can see, he enjoyed spending time with my daughter and myself. He was very happy about this activity. And then you can have this lovely piece, and it's a very good conversation starter. So I hope you can recreate this at home and that you enjoy this process. But now we want to hear from you. We want to hear what ideas do you have, what activities have you made with your dogs or your pets, and how it supports your mental well-being. So ahora queremos saber de ustedes en sus comentarios. Por favor, díganos cómo es que a ustedes les ha ayudado, si es que tienen una mascota en casa o si están planeando tener alguna, cómo es que les ha ayudado. He sabido de personas que tienen desde caballos hasta lagartijas. Entonces, escríbanos porque va a haber una oportunidad de tener premios, y así es que vamos a escuchar de ustedes qué nos pueden aportar en el chat. So please feel free to put your comments on the chat. We'd like to hear from you. I hear stories about having a horse or a leopard. So just let us know what helps you. And we like to hear from you because we still have some prizes. So Miss Linda's going to come back. And so please put in the chat your comments.
My pet helps me, and especially during these times of COVID, when everything has kind of been up in the air and everyone's stuck at home for a long time. He has had a lot of training at home been done, and he's now a good citizen. So it helps me to spend time with him whenever things get lonely or weird, because he's a good boy, keeps me good company.
Hi everyone, my name is Regina and I wanted to introduce you to Hazel. She has been a great help for me and my mental well-being in the past year now. We got her at the end of February of 2020 when she was just 6 weeks old, and so here she is. I'm really blessed to have Hazel during all of the interesting times of COVID-19 because she really did help keep me on schedule. She gave me a reason to go out on walks during the day, and of course to the DOGPARK. Yes, I have to spell it out because she knows what that means. Hazel, please don't try to catch flies. Anywho's, before I let you guys go, I'm going to try to hopefully get her to do some of the tricks that we taught her during this past year. If she'll just get up. All right, Hazel, high five. Thanks. Alrighty, now I'm gonna ask you to shake with me, and then I want to see if you will spin. Nope, that's not what I said. Spin. Great job, Hazel, good girl. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed these tricks, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.
Hello, today I want to share with you my wonderful pet, my little boy Chakoi. He is a 17-year-old sun conure, and he helps me a lot with my mental health because, as you may guess, birds are early risers, so he helps me keep a really nice and healthy sleep schedule. He also helps me stay healthy by eating his fruits and veggies. Here, you want some apple? Yeah, he's a good boy. And he also is very cuddly. He loves to cuddle with my cheeks and sit on my shoulder. And overall, he is just such a lovely bird to be around.
Hi, my name is Bex, and my dog Roxy helped a lot with my anxiety during quarantine because There were a lot of points where I was spiraling and I was not in a great place, but knowing that I had to get up to feed her and take care of her and do what she needed was really what helped me kind of keep up with my own stuff as well, because I would take care of me at the same time that I was taking care of her.
Hi, my name is Brody Gordon, and this is Barney B. T. Gordon. How you big doing, big guy? And this guy has helped me with my mental health a lot throughout my life. A couple years ago, I was in a very, very bad car accident. I was rear-ended at a stoplight. Long story short, I had a lot of lower spine injuries and nerve problems, and to this day I'm still having issues. But during that time, my initial recovery, when I was at my house by myself and no one was around and it was just me, it was really hard going through that much pain. And Barney here was very helpful in keeping me company and basically keeping me sane and helping me out of depression during that time, because if anyone's been through chronic pain like that, they would understand what that's like. And even to this day, when I'm having bad back issues and I'm having really bad days, I know I can lean on this big old brute of a guy, look how big and chunky he is, to help me get through my rough days. So animals are definitely the best thing you can do for mental health.
How cute were all those animals? Wow, I wish that they could all live with me. And Quintaro, that's so cool that you have a pet chicken. I hope that you have many of them so that they can have friends and make other friends for you too. And I also saw someone who was able to get a quarantine puppy. That's very cute and that's awesome. So you survive quarantine with a nice animal, right? And it's really nice too because they don't talk back to you. So it's perfect. Anyways, so this year has brought us all ups and downs. We have all conquered our mental health challenges to the best of our abilities. Through it all, our resilience has shone through. We didn't give up. We didn't walk away from our challenge. We faced them head on, and look how far we've gotten. As we continue to navigate through our norms, keeping our heads high and taking care of ourselves has become a priority. This pandemic has taught us how to become more aware of our mental state and to take care of ourselves through self-care. Self-care is doing anything to take care of yourself to stay physically, mentally, and emotionally well. Now, we would like to share a video about a very resilient youth in our community. Daylin Rose creates art to support her personal mental health and well-being by making and selling self-care bags.
Hi, my name is Daylin Rose, and I am the CEO, owner, does pretty much everything for Rose's DIY and Design. And I started this business during the pandemic, primarily as a creative outlet because my anxiety was going off the charts. I struggle with anxiety and depression. I've had that for a while. And during the pandemic, the only thing that changed for me was not being able to see my friends and go study other places. Jewelry making, I've been doing this for a long time, since I think the 7th grade. And my mom and I always did a lot of like DIY projects growing up. So it's always been a creative outlet for me. 2 of my friends, I was actually showing one of the newest jewelry pieces I'd made, and they were like, hey, you should start a business and sell these. And it kind of just grew from there. And I started making different jewelry pieces, coasters, and then doing these like DIY at home kits. I do one for each season. And so this kit is what will come out for that spring kit that comes out in May. And there's also 2 items that I'm not showing here. So if you want those, go check out my website. There's these little earrings. These are made out of plastic. There's this little frame with that cliche saying. And it also comes with the things to make these 2 things right here. It'll come with some seeds so you can plant your own garden so those flowers can sprout up. This chick and this bunny are both made of Plarn, which is a yarn that's made out of plastic bags. You've got this little jar that's actually a baby food jar, and then just a little ceramic figure and a little piece of fabric over the top to kind of add that little flair to it. So if you'd like more information on my business, Roses DIY and Design, you can check us out at my website, rosesdiyanddesign.com, or on social media, so Facebook and Instagram at Roses DIY and Design. We're also working on a Shop My Porch and a TikTok, so follow us on social media to keep up with that information as well.
Wow, what an amazing video. And Dylan, what a talent you have for the jewelry making and taking care of your own self. So can I get a drum roll, please? Are you ready? Here it goes. We got some winners here. The first winner is for Carrie Perry. They win this I Am book, and this is from the poetry book is from the San Diego Center for Children, and the poems inside are from the youth that are there. Also, we have winners. We have 2 masks that are going out to Ezra 14. Curious and Kind print right here. That's from Val's Art Studio. If you don't know who Val is, that's that lady on the other side of the curtain. And that goes to Raphael. We got some jewelry from La Luna Jewelry Company going to Ana Rios. We have a rainbow star macrame that is from 3 Fates Yarn Craft going out to Bex. Look how pretty that is. And then we have a set of movie tickets going to Tiffany's Place, and another set of movie tickets going out to Strong. So you are our winners for right now, but we will be coming back and reading those messages, so make sure you're putting it in there. I am truly honored to be able to introduce this next video. I work for a school that's all virtual, and some of our youth just need an alternative way of being successful in school. They are determined, they are resilient, they are amazing, and I'm going to tear up right now because I am so honored to work with them. Sorry. I know. I am so honored to work with them. So this is just a short, maybe long, a little long video about these 2 youth that have graduated from, one has graduated already, one will be graduating soon from our school, telling them your story. So I'm telling you their story. So here we go. Well, so thank you, Haley and Carlos, so much for joining us today for the May 2021 Youth Mental Health and Wellbeing virtual celebration. We're going to flip the script on mental health. How do you feel about that? So there's right? So there's a lot of stigma out there on mental health that we shouldn't talk about it, because if we do talk about it, people might think we're crazy. But that's the furthest from the truth nowadays. Can you guys tell me a little bit about your story when you were younger and what makes you so resilient?
Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, guys. Well, first off, my name is Carlos Torres. I'd say a little story about me is, I grew up around a lot of home violence, family that was broken a lot, but tried to stick together for many reasons, but unfortunately it didn't work out. I could definitely say something that I learned is taking opportunities that are given to you, making sure that you're not always in a negative area in your mind, making sure you're always staying positive and seeing the best in the worst situations that you're in. Especially when you want to give up on yourself, because life will always throw rocks, sticks, and stones at you that will make you want to give up. But, if you surround yourself with the right people in your life, and if you always maintain a right positive energy, you should always be okay at the end of the day, because there's always going to be help. People in this world that care about you a lot. Asking for help isn't a weakness, it's a strength. It's very important for us to affiliate yourself with positive energy and with positive people, because not only will that help your mindset, but it will help you in life.
agree with you, Carlos. I agree on so many terms that asking for help is sometimes intimidating and embarrassing, and it's hard, right? But when you do, there's so many resources available out there, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of going into brief like background, I as well came from a broken home. That's one thing that we have in common. It was always broken, and as a kid, you know, you want to blame yourself, maybe your family's like financial stability, and you look for everything other than what it really is. So my advice would be to kind of stay away from that kind of energy, that kind of people.
Okay.
Especially it's harder when it's your family. That's where it gets pretty tough because you're around them all the time. So my advice would be to find an escape.
We're not trying to waste
whether it's reading a book or listening to music or going for a run or exercising, anything to get your mind off of what is currently happening. And understanding that every problem is temporary. We all have that moment in our lives where we really want it to be over. From that point to now, look at everything you would have missed. All of the memories, all of the people that you've met, all the fun things that you've been able to do. Understanding that you're not alone, that there's thousands of people that face the same problems as you. Which for me, I don't know about everyone else, but it's very empowering to know that your problems are not special. You're special. You know, understanding that your problems do not control you, neither do your emotions, neither do your habits. At the end of the day, you are you, and no one is youer than you. But yeah, that's what I got so far.
Girl, you know, you got me crying up in here because you're special, right? And the things that I've seen you accomplish in the short time that I've known you and Carlos is outstanding. I know that Carlos just recently graduated and got his high school diploma, and you're well on your way to getting your high school diploma. And I'm so honored to be working with the both of you. And I don't even feel like it's work, right? It's family love, right?
Always.
You know, how you are so involved in community rap and helping other youth and in your own lives with San Diego Mission Academy, the school. You're going to be hopefully with JAG soon, like, you know, jobs for graduates. I don't know. There's just so much that you guys are doing. What would one thing that you would tell another youth that was struggling with their mental health?
That it's going to get hard before it gets easy. And that it's okay to cry. Take an hour to just cry it all out. Like scream, shout, get everything out, go run, something. And then get back to working on yourself. Reading a book, it really does help. It helps me. I was never like a super, super big reader. It calms me down. Even 10 pages a day, it gives you time for yourself. And sometimes if you read like a certain book that you can attach yourself to, just rereading it all the time, it does have a big impact. Understanding that everything is temporary, as long as you make it temporary.
Life, it's gonna get hard. We have so much emotions that we think that like when we're at the worst spot, it's like over. But you know, at the end of the day, you just got to realize that it's just another little fight to finish the war. Most importantly, you know, always find someone to talk to. At least one person heard you, and I trust that it will most definitely help a lot.
Do you guys realize how much your voice matters? I know I tell you all the time that your voice matters, right?
Yes.
And it's so important. So if there was one thing that you could tell the County of San Diego Children, Youth, and Family system of care, which is like all of the counselors, all of the therapists, all of the system of care where you go to find help for your family. If there was one thing that you could tell them about community mentors, what is one thing that you would say is the strongest thing that they do to support you?
Personally, what I liked about community rep more than any other programs is because they don't like label, okay, we're gonna help this type of youth that have this type of problems for like specifically an income or because they don't have clothes. That anybody with any type of situation that they're in, whether they were just got out of jail or they just did something violent the other night. Once you walk in that room, we're gonna do our best, whoever is in that room, our best way to help you to become a better person.
I recommend community rap. It definitely is an escape for me. It's more than just my second family. Like, this is my family. Kind of knowing that everyone came from a dark place, and now they're in the same place, in the same room. We talk about all types of things, like Carlos was saying, that just kind of relate to everyone. Forgiveness. I also appreciate that every single time I come to rap, and every single topic we have can always relate to me. And I feel like it's probably like that for everyone. Community wraparound is more than just that, though. I feel like it also, it's a way for people to network. If they're looking for jobs, 9 times out of 10, there's always someone who's looking for workers. Everyone is welcome all the time.
So I love it because of the lived experience, right? That the people bring to the table to help the youth to say, look, man, I've been through this and this, and there's choices in life. So you guys both talked about so many resilient qualities that you both have: asking for help, searching out somebody when you need to talk to somebody, not isolating yourself, reading a book, right? Just so many types of different ways to be resilient in your life and in your community. And I hope you know the value that both of you guys bring to the table. Every time I see you, every time I talk to you, I'm just going to end this with one last thing. If you could finish this sentence, right? It's really short and sweet, but if you could finish this sentence, what would it be? I am ... I ask because one of the hardest things to do is to tell ourselves how important we are, right? How beautiful we are, how wonderful, how amazing. So that's why I ask you this.
I am wisdom.
You are wise.
Yeah, I am wise or wisdom, whichever one would fit better. I'm wisdom waiting to be passed down.
Whoa. Yeah.
I would say I am more powerful than my emotions.
I love you both so much, and I know that once this video gets out into the community and to the county, people are just love you so much too. Thank you so much for joining us today and being part of the NAMI San Diego 2021, I'm trying to remember, Youth Mental Health and Wellbeing virtual celebration, flipping the script on mental health. It's okay to talk about it, right?
Always.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Of
guys.
course, Ms. Linda. You guys have a wonderful day and stay safe out there.
Love you,
All
Ms.
right, I'm so
Linda.
proud of both. All right. Thank you. That was amazing.
When I think about how blessed I am to be able to work with youth like Haley and Carlos, I am just overwhelmed with a hope for the future, and my heart just gets so happy. We are going to read the next winners. So we got some Celeste Hunter, my sister from the same mister. You won some masks, and I can probably deliver those for you. Also, let's see, Vincent, you won a backpack. Alan, sorry if there's an Anna on there. Alan, you won a backpack. And if you haven't won anything yet, make sure you're making those comments because we have a lot to give away. We have tons of books. We have Nemo right here in case you need a little huggy boogie. So make those comments in the chat box and we will tell you who won.
Thank you, Linda. We are so in love with the work that San Diego Mission Academy is doing to support youth who need to connect with schooling in an out-of-the-box approach. You're doing such great work. So next up, we have another special treat for you. We're going to introduce you to NAMI San Diego's mental health and educational apps. But before that, we have a reminder for you. NAMI Walks is coming up on Saturday, May 21st. So hopefully everybody's going to get out there and walk and support mental health. If you want to learn more, you can visit the NAMI San Diego website and sign up there. So now we would like to introduce you to the NAMI apps and our very own technology community development specialist, also known as our apps team lead, Rogina.
Hi everyone, my name is Rogina Abdurrahman. I am the Technology Community Development Specialist here at NAMI San Diego's Children, Youth, and Family Liaison. Thank you so much for joining us for another year of this spectacular May event. I can't believe it's already been a year since our last virtual one. It's been some very hectic times, but we're all glad that you guys are here with us, whether that's watching us live or if you are watching the recording. Either way, we're grateful. Thank you for coming. So today my role is going to be telling you a little bit about this amazing resource that we have to offer here at NAMI San Diego. So these are apps. We have 3 free applications here at NAMI SD. The first one that I'm going to talk about is Oscar. It stands for Organized Support Companion in an Emergency Situation. So basically, Oscar is your navigation app for the San Diego behavioral health scene. If you have any questions about things like, what is a mental illness? What are warning signs of suicide? How can I help my loved one if they're going through X, Y, and Z? Or even if you want to navigate some of the resources here in San Diego, things like psychiatric hospitals, or even different mental health trainings that are offered, that can all be found on our app. So Oscar is for individuals 18 and older, and it was the first app we created it. We actually made it based on feedback from the community. So we literally got together with individuals and their loved one that were experiencing mental health conditions, and we were like, what do you guys think is helpful? What do you need to see in an app? What do you wish you would have known? And that's literally how we formed this beautiful, awesome, blue-green logoed app. So although we love Oscar, after we did create it, we were like, okay, well, since we have something for 18 and younger or 18 and older, we need something for our youth. And that's where Oscar Jr. came in. So Oscar Jr. is the same type of thing that Oscar has, but it is for individuals who are 18 and younger. So please check it out, whether you are a youth yourself or you're trying to help or support someone who is, that's your go-to app. And then our last app here, you'll see on the right-hand side, Alfred and You, does not sound like the 2 other ones because it's a little bit different. Instead of helping navigate behavioral health crisis, Alfred and You actually supports in navigating the education system California-wide. So if you have questions regarding individualized education plans or 504 plans, Alfred and You is the app for you. Now you can access these apps in 2 different ways. The first one is just look us up on your app store, whether that's iOS or Android. Check us out, look up Oscar, Oscar Jr., Alfred and You, type that in, and we'll pop up. Quick tips for Oscar, make sure you put Oscar San Diego because there is another Oscar app, but of course our little blue and green logo, I know you won't forget it because it's very pop and it's ours. So make sure to download that specific app. In terms of Alfred and You, I recommend you type in California after and it will help you bring that app up because sometimes if you don't, I don't see Alfred and You in the store. But it's there, so please go ahead and do that. Now, let's say you don't want to download these apps for any reason. Some people they need that phone storage for their beautiful pictures. I understand. I struggle with the same thing. That is not a problem because you can also access these apps on your computer. Very easy. All you need to do is type in the web links for them. So depending on what app you want to access, you can write in app.oscar.org or app.oscarjr.org or app.alfredandyou.org. So any of the content, anything that you see on the app version, you will find on the web version, which is great. The last thing I probably do want to mention about these awesome free apps is that they are going to be available in 6 languages by the end of the next coming years. So Oscar is currently available in, of course, English, Spanish, Vietnamese, and Tagalog. So really excited about that. We just recently released 2 of those languages. Oscar Jr. is English for now, but coming soon, we will get to those additional languages. And Alfred and You is currently in English, Spanish, and Arabic. So
anyways, thank you so much for listening to my little spiel. If you have any questions about our apps, or if you would like to request a training, please reach out to us or even me at namisd.org. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm really excited again that you were able to join us for this event, and I hope you all have like a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.
Gracias, Regina, por esta introducción de nuestras aplicaciones, las cuales hoy les voy a también a platicar, que están disponibles, están muy accesibles. Ustedes las pueden descargar gratuitamente o las puedes consultar también desde su computadora. Aquí lo más importante es que nos ayudan a navegar en estas situaciones de emergencias, de crisis, nos guían en qué hacer durante, después de una crisis, nos conectan en tiempo real con diferentes organizaciones, hasta tienen navegación para que podamos llegar seguros al destino que queremos lograr. Pero lo que quiero que aprendan es de que al descargarlas ustedes pueden accesar pues, a diferentes escenarios. Por ejemplo, ¿qué es la depresión o qué es la ansiedad? Ahí nos da una descripción muy precisa y está muy digerible. Entonces esto es apto para todas las personas. Los invito a que las descarguen y que no pierdan esta oportunidad de compartirlas, porque muchas veces pensamos que porque no ocurre en nuestra familia una situación, pues no le damos la importancia o el valor que la tienen, pero compártanlas. Esta aplicación fue desarrollada por nuestro departamento y lo que hicimos fue que tomamos la opinión de primera mano de las personas que nos mostraron cuáles eran las necesidades, y en base a eso fue que se pudo hacer realidad estas aplicaciones, las cuales pues nos sentimos muy orgullosos y sobre todo queremos que sean del conocimiento público. No pierdan la oportunidad, así es que los invito en este momento a tomen su teléfono, descárguenlas, compártanlas. Tenemos lo que es Oscar, que está más bien enfocado a personas adultas de 18 años en adelante. Tenemos Oscar Junior, que viene más enfocado para navegar en los retos mentales de los jóvenes niños menores de edad. Y Alfred and You, esta es la que más me encanta porque nos ayuda también a entender mucho de lo que son los planes de acomodaciones, los 504, el IP, y muchas veces como padres de familia o tutores nos encontramos en esta situación donde nuestros hijos están pasando por retos de aprendizaje. ¿Y qué pasa? Llegan los malos reportes, llegan situaciones donde no sabemos por dónde comenzar. Cuando hay una necesidad real, ¿verdad? Entonces nosotros nos acercamos a las escuelas, y a mí me pasó que al principio no supe cómo navegar, pero esta aplicación te va a dar esa confidencia, esa seguridad de poder ir preparado. Inclusive te ayuda a que puedas calendarizar en tu teléfono las citas y estar al corriente con los próximos pasos. Entonces tienen mucho valor. Por favor, compártanlas, descárguenlas, y pues cualquier duda aquí estamos para apoyarles. Así es que lo siguiente que les quiero platicar es sobre los grupos de apoyo que tenemos en español y en inglés. En español lo tenemos el primer miércoles de cada mes de 6 a 7:30 de la noche virtualmente. Hemos estado utilizando esta modalidad pues debido a las circunstancias que estamos viviendo colectivamente, y bueno, esto nos abre la oportunidad a que más personas se integren. Es un espacio confidencial donde las personas que se acercan a nosotros van a poder encontrar recursos, sobre todo van a poder conectarse con otras familias, con otras personas que están pasando por los mismos retos, y que ahí vamos a encontrar ese espacio donde poder desahogarnos, donde poder ser vulnerables sin sentir ese estigma que muchas veces pues existe lamentablemente. También los tenemos en inglés, que es el tercer miércoles de cada mes de 6 a 7:30, y bueno, hay oportunidades para que se integren a nuestra gran familia de NAMI San Diego. Saben que no están solos, que estamos aquí para ayudarles, para poder vencer estos retos de salud mental, navegar juntos con mucho amor, con mucha compasión y sobre todo con la educación apropiada para poder ayudar a nuestros seres queridos y aprender también a nosotros tener herramientas para poder avanzar en esta lucha, ¿verdad? Que muchas veces parece imposible, pero les quiero decir que la recuperación es posible, que sí podemos tener una vida plena, que sí podemos avanzar con estos retos. Así es que únanse, compartan y aprendan con nosotros. Y, perdón, ahora me puse un poco así como que se me fue el rollo, pero esto es parte del show, ¿verdad? Entonces les voy a presentar un video, el cual, bueno, gocé muchísimo con mi sobrina Rafaela, y que tuvimos la oportunidad de conectar a través del juego, ¿sí? En donde yo le compartía lo que estábamos haciendo el día de hoy, esta celebración, y me dijo, sí, Sí, tía, yo te apoyo. Así es que este video es una manera en cómo nosotros, los adultos, podemos aprender a explorar qué está pasando con nuestros niños, ¿verdad? En este caso, mi sobrina, la cual adoro, me hizo el favor de apoyarme y de ella fue la idea. Yo le pedía que si podía hacer una expresión de arte, un dibujo, y me dijo, ¿y si hacemos con Barbies? Entonces me tomé el tiempo de ir con ella, de jugar, y esto fue lo que ella presenta. Así es que espero que lo disfruten. Está en inglés, pero les puedo decir que en español, bueno, ella explora sus emociones durante el juego y dice por qué, ¿verdad? Estos escenarios que van a ver, qué emoción es lo que está ocurriendo en este video. Gracias, espero lo disfruten.
Hi, my name is Rafael and I'm 7 years old. I will be showing you a mini movie actually, about my Barbies, and I'll be showing you the emotions of them. So the first one is loving because a friend is just trying to help a friend. So basically, this friend is just giving her some advice and not to be sad when she moves away because they can't see each other anymore. This one is smart because she is learning new facts about everything. This one is taking care of himself because he is brushing his teeth, and basically he is taking care of himself. This one is helpful because he is taking stuff to his family. Thank you. Bye. And sure to stay sweet. Bye.
Aw, wasn't that a cute video from Rafaela? Play is an amazing way to learn about your mental health. It is a way that we can learn about expressing our emotions and how to deal with other emotions, as well as exploring the many different emotions that us humans experience. So as we continue flipping the script with a mindfulness puppet video by Wally and Miss Emily from Palomar Counseling Services, they would like to share with us how we can all learn how to be more mindful.
Hey Wally, how are you doing today? Well, I'm doing okay, I guess, but I'm kind of starting to have some thumbs down feelings. Oh, I'm sorry, Wally. What kind of thumbs down feelings are they? What are they about? Just everything. There's no school, and I can't see my friends, and I can't see my abuela, and everything is just so different. It's like I'm having all of the thumbs down feelings ever. Oh man, I am so sorry that you're having all of those feelings, Wally. But you know what? I bet some of my friends are having some of those feelings too. Whoa, I thought maybe it was just me. No, Wally, you know what? Even grown-ups are having all sorts of feelings about everything that's going on right now. And it's hard for all of us. It's like I can never fully get calm. Oh, you know what? I understand. You do? Mm-hmm. I do. But Miss Emily, you seem so calm and relaxed. Well, Wally, being calm and relaxed definitely takes some work and some practice. And you know, practice makes perfect. Oh, so you've been practicing? Mm-hmm. You have to know and try different techniques. Techniques? What's a technique? Well, yeah, that's kind of like a strategy. Technique kind of means like a solution. That's right. Kind of like a solution. So I thought maybe I could teach you and my friends at home some techniques or solutions or strategies on how to help us stay calm. These techniques that I am going to go over with you, they are going to help you be mindful. What does that mean? Well, being mindful means to be present and focused. And you slow down your mind and your body to really notice what it's doing. Ooh, okay, that sounds really cool. Oh, okay, sounds good. So what are we gonna do today? Well, there's all sorts of different mindfulness techniques, Wally, and I am going to go through one of them with you, okay? Okay, sounds good. First, I want everyone including my friends at home, to close your eyes. Okay. I want you to think of a peaceful place. Maybe it's the beach around your place. What do you see? Well, I'm at the beach and I see the ocean, okay? And what color is the ocean, Wally? It's blue. And the sky is a beautiful bright blue too. I want you to feel how the sun shines brightly and it gently warms your skin. It's like the sun is reaching down and pouring all of its love on you. Now, I want you to picture yourself slowly walking towards the ocean until you feel the cool water on your toes. Now I want you to pay attention to how your breathing is nice and calm, just like the waves. Breathing in and breathing out slowly and calmly. Oh, this is pretty relaxing. That's the point, Wally. Take a deep breath. Let the sun melt away any thumbs down feelings you might be having. I want you to inhale deeply and focus on breathing in calm and peacefulness. And breathe it out. I want you to think about your body being nice and relaxed, like a fresh new start. Your mind is relaxed. I want you to focus on what it feels like to be truly relaxed. It's kind of like a new feeling, Miss Emily. I've never felt this relaxed and calm before. Oh, good, Wally. My friends out there, you can open up your eyes if they're still closed.
Thank you for that entertaining and informative video from Palomar Family Counseling Service. Those are really great techniques to stay calm. What I love is that you can be anywhere and you don't need any equipment or another person to tell you what to do to practice mindfulness. So up next, I would like to introduce Dr. Elisa Geis, who would like to talk about mental health and reaching out for help. Please, if you do need help, reach out to your friends, family, and trusted adults if you're struggling. You are not alone.
Hi there. As a psychologist and a teacher, there's a couple of things that I wish people knew about mental health. First is that we all have mental health, and we should do a good job of actually trying to take care of our own well-being. Second, if you're struggling with mental health issues, for example, you feel really sad, lonely, or just having a really hard time, there's help out there. It may feel a little bit scary to reach out and ask for help, but it's so brave of you if you do. There's somebody in your life that wants you to do the best that you can, and sometimes just finding that person and talking to them can help bring some relief. And maybe they can show you where to go to get extra help. So I hope that we all can take care of our own mental health.
Being here on this special day always warms my heart. I was part of the very first NAMI Mental Health and Wellbeing celebration, and I'll probably be here till the end. So thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure. We still have a little bit more to go, so don't get too excited. I heard somebody mention in the background, it takes a village. And I like to add to that it takes a village, but it takes a youth to unite the village. And coming here today is what it feels like, to unite the village, to do something good and make sure that you know that your voice matters and it is important. So we have our final drawings here. So Jonathan S., you have won a San Diego Mission Academy backpack filled with swag. Hope you like it. We also have excuse me if I mess up your name, but Luika, you have won some children's books. I know you have a grandson because I know your daughter from the county of San Diego. So some children's books so that we'll figure out how to get those to you. We also have for Nemo right here, just a cuddle buddy, will be going out to, I'm trying to find it, Connie, nope, to Gio. And then last but not least, we have one more pack of Val's Beautiful Mess, and that will go out to Connie Inez. Now for the final and one and only drum roll. You don't even know what the big prize is. It won't vacuum for you, but it will play you some music to dance to. It's an Amazon Dot. And drum roll, please. This is going to, I lost it. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to build it up. All right, ready? Alma Quintero, you are the winner of the Amazon Dot. Hope you know what it is, because I didn't, but now I know. So here we go. Thank you all for joining us, and I look forward to delivering these packages soon.
How awesome is Linda? I hope you all enjoy your gifts that you are going to be receiving soon. So on that note, we have one last video from our Directing Change community called Hope is a Verb. Enjoy!
Hope is a verb. It means to cherish a desire with anticipation.
To want something to happen or be true.
So how can hope help you through tough times?
Do something you love.
Get outside and take a hike.
Hear your favorite music.
Put on some makeup and be beautiful.
Or be creative and animate. It always gives me hope.
We know times are tough, but just remember.
Hope is a verb.
So put it into action and find the happiness in your life.
I just love those Directing Change videos, and we shared some really special ones today. So I wish we could connect with those kids directly and let them know how impressed we are with the work that they've done. We also want to remind anyone, if you were a opportunity drawing winner today and you're like, how am I going to get my gift or my prize? Please know that you can send a DM to the NAMI San Diego Facebook page. If you're watching us on YouTube, please send us an email at CYFLiaison. I'm going to spell that because it's a weird word, especially if you're a kiddo here watching us, but it's CYFLIAISON. There we go on the screen. At namisd.org. So send us an email, DM us on Facebook, and we will work with you to get your special drawing to you. And we really want to thank you all for being here with us today in our virtual world. Who knows how much longer this will last. Please know that we made a recording today of this program, and it will be available to rewatch and share on the cyfliaison.namisandiego.org website or NAMI San Diego's YouTube page. We want to let everyone know about an important resource available to all of our youth. It's the Out and About program offered by Live Well San Diego and San Diego Youth Services. This is a free outdoor adventure opportunity to all youth in regions of San Diego County. If we don't use the funds, they will be lost. So please know you can sign up your kids and your youth and go on some amazing adventures. So we also want to thank everyone who participated in our event today. These organizations helped us bring this program together, they include the San Diego Center for Children, San Diego Youth Services, Prevention and Early Intervention Programs, San Diego Mission Academy, Harmonium, Directing Change, Palomar Family Counseling Center, and our sponsor who has spread the word about today's program throughout the Latinx community, KSDY. A special shout out goes out to Finest City Entertainment. Without their production assistance and expertise, today's show just would never have been possible, especially like this. And last, but certainly not least, we want to thank you to all of the amazing artists and video contributors, the filmmakers. They used their voices and they brought their message of acceptance and hope to those who struggle with mental health and addiction challenges. Please always remember, hope is necessary and recovery is always possible.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Valerie. What a wonderful and fun program we watched today. Thank you to everyone who participated in this event. We also want to thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Give your moms, grandmas, aunties, cousins, whoever you see as a mother, a big thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We're so glad to be here with you today, and we'll see you next year.